Hello everyone, this is Yoda from Team Loaded, bringing you another video for Nerdstomper.com. This is the third video in a three-part series on Deadwood, and this one is going to concentrate on what you do after you get your portal key, it's usually about at the 12-minute mark onward. So right now I've just farmed my portal key, and the place to go is the place that's most beneficial to your team, which is ganking for our farming hero, Kronos. The reason that you want to go for the most beneficial place instead of the easiest place is because since you have a portal key on Deadwood, you're going to have a pretty big advantage in any kind of fight, so you can really just take on any challenger. I went bottom to gank for Kronos since obviously Kronos is the best late game, the most inevitable late game hero, and if he gets farmed then our team's probably going to win. It's a little unfortunate this game that he died there, but it was really his fault because he made the decision to go for Slither when so we really didn't have to go for Slither, and Slither was just obviously just gonna pop his ultimate and finish him. I wasn't too unhappy with it though because it resulted in a double kill for me. So even though our farming hero died, I'm gonna get my post haste and some levels that much faster. So in my last video I mentioned that you should always burn your mana when you have a spare amount and you're about to go heal. At this point, my ultimate's on cooldown, and I have a haste bottled, so I don't really want to burn it before I go for the next kill. So really, the mana I have right now is kind of going to go to waste since I'm going to go to the fountain next. So I decided to use it and farm a few neutrals on my way home. To give you a little context for this game, right now this is a pretty high level in-house with myself and a lot of people from Team DWI. And our team has Soul Reaper, Kronos, myself playing Deadwood, and some other heroes, and the other team's only real farmer is a Predator. So our team has late game inevitability, so my role this game is not going to be as farming hero, it's just really just going to get post haste and try to slow down all the heroes I can from farming. So just now it looks like Soul Reaper is getting ganked. I noticed that and teleported top. I can't really do anything about this Predator, but I was able to pick off a Witch Slayer from the fight. Since I have a haste, I'm basically free rolling fighting this Predator since he's definitely not going to kill me since I have a haste, but it's possible that I kill him if he does something really stupid. So that's why I started attacking him instead of just running away from a Predator that was probably going to beat me in a fight. So as I said earlier, my role this game is to just slow down the enemy team's farm, and also one thing I didn't mention is to counter gank and protect our farming heroes, since for most of the game I'm going to be one of the stronger heroes in the game since I had solo and I got a pretty quick portal key. So my role is again just protect our farmers and stop them from farming. One problem with that is that if you watch the first video, Predator is a really good counter to Deadwood, since it's almost impossible for me to stop Predator from farming, since if I try to gank him he can just use his stone skin, which A gives him armor, which is ridiculous against Deadwood, against my ultimate, and it's also good against Rotten Grasp since he can just break out of it. So what you just saw mid, remember when I said if you have a lot of free mana you can just burn it? So I just used a Rotten Grasp inside of Slither, so he would see me use Rotten Grasp and he would think that in order for me to kill him I'm going to have to hit a Rotten Grasp, but that's not the case, since if I just blink and punch him and then use Rotten Grasp on where he's standing, then he's still gonna die, and I don't have to hit a Rotten Grasp in advance to get him. So the idea behind that was next time when I'm standing, like just idly standing there, he's gonna wait for me to use Rotten Grasp before he runs away, but I'm not gonna use Rotten Grasp. Next time I'm just gonna blink and punch him and then use Rotten Grasp on where he is. As it were though, he just happened to back off anyway, so my little strategy wasn't very effective. So it looked like something just happened bottom, so I was heading there, but it's too late for me to save anybody, so I started heading this route, which is going to send me behind their tower. That's okay though, since I have portal key and clear cutting, so it's going to be pretty hard for me to die anyway. I'm basically just trying to hit a Rotten Grasp on one of their heroes and then blink in and finish him, but since my Rotten Grasp missed, I wasn't able to do it. Hitting Rotten Grasp there would have been really good though, since it should have been pretty easy since they weren't really expecting it, and if I hit it then I would have been able to just blink in, kill Witch Slayer, and then Corrupted Disciple really wouldn't be able to kill me by himself, so I'd be able to make a clean escape. So right now, since my ultimate's not on cooldown, I'm going to actively try to use it. In the middle it looks like there's some squishy heroes. You can't see right now, but there's a Slither and a Voodoo Jester. The Slither, as you can see, he didn't back immediately once he saw me because he probably expected me to hit Rotten Grass, so my little trick from earlier probably worked out. The reason I didn't go for the Voodoo Jester there is because I was already out of most of my firepower, since Willowmaker is just the vast majority of what you can do in a fight. So it would be pretty unlikely that we'd be able to kill him. Like, I'd have to slow him with a tree, and then maybe I'd be able to attack him 2 times, but after that I'd be pretty much out of gas, and he could just freely just walk back, or stun me, or try to kill me, or maybe an ally would teleport on the tower. So in this game, right now I don't want to waste my mana, since I have an illusion rune, and my mana is almost halfway, so basically if I just drink my bottle fully, then I'm gonna have full mana and HP, so I won't have to go heal just like to fill up my bottle. So before, when I was just burning mana on neutrals, it was because I was about to go to the fountain, but I'm not gonna head to the fountain this time, which is why I'm not using all my mana. I think I was considering going top to farm, since there's a couple waves coming, but remember our team has a Chronos and a Soul Reaper, so I didn't go there to farm, and instead I told Chronos and Soul Reaper Chronos actually to go farm that lane. A lot of people might make the mistake to like teleport top to farm the lane, but once again, that's not a really good idea. When you have a teleport scroll, especially on a ganking hero, you should never use it to teleport to a lane to farm. You should always be using it to counter gank, and if you really are going to farm, then you should just walk there first without using your teleport scroll. Since if you use your teleport scroll to go to a lane to farm, A, you're the only hero that can now farm that, since if anyone else teleports, it's just wasted. And B, if you teleport, then you're basically just held down wherever you are, and you can't teleport for the next like minute or so. So I just teleported bottom, but that wasn't really to farm, it was because I thought 2 enemy heroes were going to be trying to take the tower. Slither and Corrupted were there. So now that I think I might have teleported in Vision, which was a pretty big mistake, so they're just going to back off, and I'm not going to be able to get any kills or use my ultimate at all. So instead of farming the lane, I'm going to walk back to middle, since I have a feeling that's where the next fight's going to be, since all their heroes have been clumping around middle a lot. I'm not going to stick around bottom to farm, since I can't teleport anymore. So it looks like I was right. In the middle of the fight's going down, there's one of our heroes just died, and there are about 4 heroes, all of which I can kill with a punch. Also, even a curse at our tower, so I should be able to safely root and then blink in and punch. In this game, I think I actually misclicked, which is a little embarrassing. But as you can see, if I had punched them, I still would have been able to get away, since we had a curse there and they couldn't even kill me anyway. So until I have my post haste, really I'm just gonna walk around the edges of lanes, just trying to position myself for a good ultimate. Right now I'm kind of in vision, so I'm just gonna walk out of vision to the side of the lane, and then I'm gonna try to get up a hill, since if I go up a hill, then it's gonna be, if someone starts walking up that hill, it's gonna be a free kill, and if they notice me there, then I can pretty easily just run away, since I'll have some distance between us. Right now, as I'm standing here, since even though I'm not like actually actively ganking anyone, it's not so bad, since even though I'm not farming, they're not really farming either, since they can't farm their jungle and they also can't farm mid. And it's not a big deal that I'm not getting gold, since I already have my portal key. It's getting a little boring though, so hopefully someone shows up in middle. It looks like my wish has been granted. I think Witch Slayer is about to show up. Yeah. So right here, I should have blinked and gone for him while he was still outside of the trees. As it is, I blinked in and got fogged. So since I missed my first chance, and then a lot of people teleported, it was too late and I should have backed. I was a little slow on going back though, so my ally's gonna pay the price as he gets initiated on my predator and I can't really do anything. Now this kind of put me on a little bit of tilt, so I just decided to suicide for a kill, even though I knew their whole team was coming, which I urge you not to do. Trading your life when you're playing an overfarmed Deadwood for an underfarmed Slither is really not what you want to be doing. For the rest of this game, mostly I just farmed post haste and then got a couple more kills, but the rest of the games are really boring, since it's really just a farm fest for Soul Reaper and Chronos, and I'm not going to make you sit through that. So once again, this is Yoda from Team Loaded, and this video is for Nerdstomper.com, and it's the final part of our 3-part series on Deadwood.